Howdy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to easily install Dehancer, the film emulation plugin in Davinci Resolve. In case you're looking for a full tutorial about how to use Dehancer to color grade your films, check out my video in the description that goes in depth about how to use Dehancer and all its capabilities. I'm Kevin Blanco, certified Davinci Resolve editor and colorist, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, to download and install Dehancer, go to their website, dehancer.com, and then on the top menu, go to the video section, and there you will find the different versions for your operative system and your editing software. In my case, I'm going to be installing for Davinci Resolve using Mac OS, but the steps should be pretty much the same for any other operative system and also for other editing software, or should be similar. But in this case, it's specifically for Davinci Resolve 18.6, which is what I'm using on Mac OS. There you will find the software, editing software versions, and also the operative systems. So we'll go to the Davinci Resolve one, and there you will see the system requirements, the cost of the license, and remember that you can use Mr. White code at checkout to get 10% off any of the desktop licenses for Davinci Resolve or for Premiere Pro or for anything of the different versions of Dehancer. So let's click the download and get button, and there you will see what host application are you using. In this case, I'm using Davinci Resolve 17 or later. Your operative system, I'm using macOS Big Sur 11 and later, but if you're on Windows or Linux, you can use any of those. And then what product are you going to download? It's going to be the Dehancer Pro, the Light, or only the grain, bloom, breath, or any of the other effects. In this case, I'm going to download the Pro version, and that's it. All you have to do is click download, and once that's downloaded, let's install it as any of the software. Alright, it's downloaded, and once that happens, you will see that you have the installation package, and also you will see the quick start guide and also the OFX setup for Davinci Resolve. That's like a more documented version of what we're going to be doing right now. So all you have to do is double click on the actual installation software, and that will guide you throughout the installation of the Dehancer Pro. You're just going to go continue, accept the license after you read it, and then that's it. You're ready to install. You're going to go through permissions to install that on your machine. And it's going to unpack the components and take a couple of minutes to do that. That's it, it's done. So let's click done, and that should be it. Now let's open Davinci Resolve and see how to finalize the configuration on Davinci Resolve. Alright, now with the software installed, go to Davinci Resolve and open any existing project that you have and go to the color tab. Once there, just for the sake of the configuration, drag and drop the Dehancer Pro from the effects section to any node. This is just going to be for the configuration. Then you will create your node graph the way you want. And once you drag it, you will see that you will have the watermark on the top. That's normally the way when you have a free trial, but Dehancer gives you a 2-week free trial. Now go to the check profiles at the very bottom of the configuration settings of that specific node and click on that button, and this will basically download all of your different profiles and film emulations that you need to download to use in the software. So that's going to take a couple of minutes, and once that's done, we can finalize the license in case you have any, or use the free trial in your case. Okay, it's done. It's now completed. So let's close this window, and finally let's check for the license information. Here you will enter either your username and password of the same one you use in the Dehancer to buy your license, or you can just enter your license key directly here and your email address. Now I'm going to be using my registration email address and password to bring all of my licenses. And there you will see your license size. In this case, I have 2 seats for 1 license. So I will select this one right here. And once I select it, I'm going to click on Activate Plugin, and that will activate my license. And now Dehancer is fully activated in my machine, and I can start applying all of the effects that I want. I can export my film, and I'm not going to have the watermark on the top of my image. So that's it. That's how easy you install and configure Dehancer on Davinci Resolve on macOS.